This is the Computer Programming University. Shout out to my CPU squad. So I'm going to tell you why you really need to learn SQL. SQL or SQL basically means Structured Query Language. I have one of the top rated videos explaining what it's all about. You can take a look at the link in the description. I also have about 2 decades of experience in the finance industry, and I have been recognized in my industry. So I know a little bit what I'm talking about, but let's take a look at some job trends. So this is Indeed job trends, right? So let's take a look at some popular things. Like, for example, I do a lot of courses on Python, or I teach a lot of Python videos. Python is very popular. So let's go ahead and add it to our chart here. And look at that. Python shoots way above data scientists. By the way, data scientist is also a trending industry right now. A lot of jobs in data scientists, but as you can see, Python way above that. Another thing I hear a lot in finance is Java. People always asking about Java. Let's see how Java looks. Look at Java. Java shoots above Python. Look at that. Really peaking out in 2014, but it's been on a decline since then. Stabilized right around 2016 and has stayed there, but it's above Python. Imagine that. And now let's take a look at SQL. How does SQL rank compared to these three things? Data scientists, Python, and Java. 3 very popular fields, very promising fields to be in. A lot of demand there. But how does SQL match? Let's take a look. Wow. See, SQL tops the chart. This is SQL, this yellow line up here, peaking out around, I would say right here, 2014. It's been on a decline, which, a lot, you can see decline also with Java as well. It's been on a decline since 2014, and then it's stabilized right around 2016. You'll notice that these 3 technologies, or these 4 technologies, stabilized around that time. It's 2016 they stabilized, and then since then they've been on a rise. As you can see, the last section right here, the increase in popularity shot up pretty sharply, considerably more than Python or Java, right? So SQL is definitely an in-demand skill set, and it's on the rise yet again. Who knows how far up it'll go. And the thing to understand, and you need to watch my video, link in the description, and also take my course, especially if you're going to work in finance. Again, I've been in finance for about 2 decades, right? So I know how the business works. You definitely want to take my course. Link is in the description. Also my video, which is a free YouTube video. You can take a look at that, which is a kind of a SQL primer. But here's the bottom line. SQL is basically a query language that you can use to extract information from the database, right? So pretty much we're living in a technological age where every major corporation, or pretty much any business today, is technology driven, right? So just about any business is going to have a database, right? So that's kind of a very big constant, right? And then the thing additionally with that is that this is not something that a lot of people necessarily know, because now desktop support used to be very popular back in the day when computers were more of a newer thing. You have a lot of people who didn't even have home computers, but not everybody has home computers. A lot of people are becoming more computer savvy, and they know how to install things themselves. The software is much more smarter. But with SQL, this is a query language that you need to learn. Only people who have specifically learned that language will be able to run SQL queries, right? So that's a very specific skill set that, the average person doesn't have. So you have, people that have desktop knowledge, and then you have people that have SQL knowledge, a much smaller pool. And then running basic queries is one thing, but then also being able to design a database, being able to maintain a database, so you're getting into like DBA type career. And it's not just in these typical, IT type careers. You also have, for example, the data scientists. Now, the data scientist we can see is all the way at the bottom here, but it is a popular job. But a very popular skill set for a data scientist is SQL, right? Because they're doing a lot of analysis of data, right? So SQL is where it's at. And there's so many other fields, from finance to marketing, you name it, where you want to do a lot of analysis of data, doing reports and things like that. So it's just something that you're going to find a need for across the board. And forget about me talking mumbo jumbo. Look at the data. It is very much in demand. It's been in demand for a long time, and it's rising. So if you're looking for something to get into, I would recommend go in the description, watch my SQL intro video. If you want to learn more, take the course and have fun while learning. That is my policy. This is a computer programming university where learning is always fun. So I always tell my subscribers to smile. Shout out to my top subscribers, Mega Noob, Naraz, Dry Ice, and also MJ Shahid. That is my CPU squad. I recommend that you subscribe to this channel, like the video if you like the video, and if you're gonna subscribe, click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Otherwise, what's the point of subscribing? Because you're not gonna get notified, especially since I'm not a full-timer and I will never be a full-timer. So I really rely on you guys activating the notifications, so clicking on that bell. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy sequeling. That's not even a word. All right, guys. Until the next episode, this is Computer Programming University. CPU Squad out. Her.